Memento Mori, Unus Annus. I still remember when I first heard those words. I was a senior in high school, sitting there in class, and I'm looking at my phone instead of doing my work, like any high school student does. And I see that there's a brand new video from a brand new channel. Mark and Ethan are doing something different. I'm like, what is this? And I watch it, and one video a day for a year, and then it's all gonna be gone. And I don't think I quite realized how big of a deal Unus Annus would be. I know that at the time of this video coming out, it'll have been just a few days after the anniversary of Unus Annus. It's like the first anniversary after Unus Annus. So I know it's kind of irrelevant right now, but I kind of wanted to just say a few words on it. Because I personally just I feel like I've really been impacted by Unus Annus, and I feel like Unus Annus was really there for me when I didn't really have much else. You know, when Unus Annus first started, I was kind of in that like prime of my life, because it was my senior year of high school. I had a lot of my close friends with me. I had a girlfriend, a really great girlfriend at the time. I had a job that I enjoyed a lot. I was section leader of my marching band, and things were working out for me, and everything seemed to be just going perfectly in my life. And Unus Annus came out, and it was Mark and Ethan doing something different every day, and it was really cool. But I don't think I really appreciated it as much until a little bit after the pandemic hit. Because when the pandemic hit, my life kind of just spiraled down into something completely different that I had no idea what to do. I lost a majority of my friends I never got to say goodbye to. I lost my girlfriend. My job became just miserable. I didn't get to finish with my musical passion in high school, and it's not a huge deal looking at it now, but at the time it hurt, because that was all I knew. That was my life. That was everything that I knew, and it was just gone. But the one thing that stayed consistent was Unus Annus. In a time where everyone's lives were changing, everything was changing, everything was different, Unus Annus was the same. It was that one constant that we all still had, that, for me, helped me through all the stuff going on in the world. And people would call me stupid because it's just a channel, it's just a YouTube channel, man, grow up. No, it's so much more than a YouTube channel, because it's an experience, and it's a life lesson. Because the whole message of Unus Annus was that you don't have an unlimited amount of time in this world. You have your set time. You don't know when your timer's going to run out, but you have your set time. And once it's up, it's up. And that's it. You're done. And I don't think I ever really took this concept of death seriously, or at least I don't think I ever really fully understood it to its full capacity, because the only death that I've been exposed to was when I was younger, and it was just relatives and stuff that have passed away. But it wasn't stuff that I was really aware of, or I didn't really process everything that was going on. But with Unus Annus, I think the thing that stands out the most with that is that it gave us time to say goodbye. while we didn't want to believe that after that year it was all going to be gone, we didn't want to believe it, but it gave us time to say our goodbyes and, put it to rest. And I distinctly remember, I was watching the final live stream with my friends Julian and Destiny, and once the stream ended, we all just sat there and we just kept refreshing the YouTube page for Unus Annus and just watching it. It's still there, okay, it's still there, we're good, it's still there. And then poof, this channel has been deleted. And I distinctly remember it was pretty late. It was like 1 a.m. But I distinctly remember after I got off the Discord call, just sitting there staring at my computer screen and just trying to process everything that had happened, because it's like, you don't know how much you love something until it's gone. And I'll admit, I didn't watch every single video that they did. Either I didn't have time, or it was one that I was just like, doesn't really seem like a topic that's interesting to me, but it's cool if they're still doing it, But I think in hindsight, I do regret not watching every video, just because I would have liked to experience that. But anyway, that's kind of sidetracking from the point. But the point of this is, Unus Annus left an impact on the world. I mean, it was the first of its kind, and probably the last of its kind, if I'm being honest. Like, it's probably impossible for that to ever be recreated or have anything like it. It's probably impossible. Unus Annus was a lesson that even though life isn't forever, even though your time's going to come to an end, you can still make the most of what time you have left to do what you love with who you love and share it with others who love you as well. And being able to have these memories of the channel and having those memories of Mark and Ethan just spending time together, doing life together, laughing and crying together, like it really was a slice of something special. It really was. And I miss it. I miss it a lot. I'm glad that they didn't keep it around, because that was a lesson that everybody really needed to learn, was that life is not guaranteed. Things in life are not guaranteed to stay forever. And it all goes back to that cliche of all good things must come to an end, So with the passing of Unus Annus, I've kind of had that different outlook on life, where I've been trying to do more for myself, not in like a selfish way, but like in a self-care kind of way, just to make my time here worth it, make every moment count, make every second last as good as it can. And that's something I want to encourage everybody here listening to this right now as well, is that you have the time to make an impact. So make your impact. Be yourself. Be the you that you want to be. And show the world who you are. Because I can guarantee you, if you put yourself out there, you will not be disappointed. It might be hard, it might be painful, it might not end up with the result that you think you're going to get, but I can guarantee you will be surprised, and you will be ultimately satisfied if you just keep pushing yourself to be the best you can be every day. So, once again, This is kind of just a late night thought. It's like 2:40 in the morning, but I just wanted to say a few words because I do miss Unus Annus a lot. I wish that it was still around, but I'm glad it's not. Again, for the sole reason that it was a lesson that needed to be learned. But I don't want you guys to think that I'm just going to be making my whole life about Unus Annus, because it's not. That's not the point of Unus Annus. It was the point was to learn to let it go when you have to, you know, to let it to move on from what it is, you know, to move on once it's gone. And you know, if I'm being completely honest with myself, I haven't really moved on from it, because, you know, as you've seen from plenty of my content, you know, I did the Unus Annus song, I did the buddy system commercial bit, which was actually for a class project, so technically that's not my fault, but I did choose to theme it over Unus Annus related stuff. But there's that, the Turncoat remix as of late, and then this now. I don't want to make this all about Unus Annus, because that's not what it's supposed to be. But I do want to recognize that Unus Annus has impacted me as a person, as a content creator, as a human, you know. And I'm never gonna forget what it was like. I'm never gonna forget it, because there's just so many amazing things that happened over that year, and it helped me through a really dark time, you know. Again, it wasn't even that bad of a time, but at that moment it felt like everything I knew was falling apart, which it was. And so Unus Annus helped me. So if, I highly doubt they will, but if Mark and Ethan see this, I want you guys to know that I appreciate you more than you could possibly know. You guys have inspired me time and time again to push myself, to make myself better. And I don't know, I just don't want to let that legacy down, you know? So I hope you guys enjoyed listening to this. It was kind of more of just a late night rant, because it was some stuff I wanted to get off my chest. I've been kind of holding it in for a year, and I just wanted to get it out. But yeah, you know, it's over, but that doesn't mean we have to forget it, you know? So, memento mori, Unus Annus.